the Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday night primetime is underway. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Crowd had the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. He motioned the tight end over. Thrown right away. Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going for it himself. And they're going to bring him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Robinson up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. And Cooper there to make the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Third and just 2 to go. Another carry for Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Love from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Offense is set, first and 10. They've got a man in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Going run again with Jacobs. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw, third and long. He completes it in traffic. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Got a man, it's Drake London. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
1 yard gain.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Tagovailoa. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Down the sideline to the 45. He's finally hauled down at the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
2 now from the gun. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look
yep.
at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Packers.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down throw, here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. They'll air it out on third. On target to Moore. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Motioning the tight end now. Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with third and goal now from the 10. Third and long for him here. They're on him again. He goes down again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Such a promising drive and just a couple snaps ago, but now back-to-back sacks, drop backwards, and this field goal, well, it's not a gimme anymore. Got to hope you can knock it through and salvage some points out of a series that went so wrong.
The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. It's a 36-yard look for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On now is McManus to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. to off the play fake. He's got London left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now to give to Bijan. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So first down from the 41. Going right side, Robinson with it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running here with Bijan. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And center receiver left. Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the pack gets home. They drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Folk is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They send a man in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A gain of 15 there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Green Bay.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
All in left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Now Love on the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Pass caught out right by Golden. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Jacobs. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1 now. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They motion Dotson over left. He gives here to the motion man. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a give to Robinson. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They're drawing up for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Kraft has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chain.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Love with it on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
First down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back quickly to Watson. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All set now, 1st and 10. Love using the legs here. Has room into the secondary. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
13. Falcons 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
To kick off for Green Bay.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 from the 32. Man in motion here. Here's Robinson to start the drive. He cuts it back right. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard
Bringing the offense
line.
up to the line. First and 10. Tua setting up to throw. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. He's going for it himself. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Cut near the goal line. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. To throw, Tagovailoa. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hand.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Tua now from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ooh, he gets about 9 on this one, and maybe a little momentum as well to consider going for it now on 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's a designed run for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Turnover on down.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Love out of the shotgun. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
That's another.
It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Dumps it off. Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Loves to throw again. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Love. Pass caught. 9-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
16 yards.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 6-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Slow snap, and they're in to block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kid, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with a stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and it just showed up right there.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected.
At the 31, a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Play fake, it's Love. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Mike Hughes. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pass caught out right by Golden. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 6 yards.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession.
Their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Robinson, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Making the call himself. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. First down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, it's Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the pistol. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
48-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Ball carrier. Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Steps up and he's running with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
From the gun on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the 1st. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They kick the running back in motion. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. And they get to him again. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
The kick by Folk is good, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They stick with Jacobs. He loses the football. And the Falcons get to it.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Quickly to Watson. And this one does not go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. Shotgun now for Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And it's third down now.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing his Love on third. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Front team on the field. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors.
The Falcons take over first.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Complete to number 85. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. A toss now to Robinson. Space past the 35. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
A gain of
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the
And the
chains.
Falcons.
Oh, that vision he
first
has when he
down.
gets into space like a chess master.
First and 10
Seeing
at the
multiple moves ahead of
43-yard
time.
line.
He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
First down, here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play.
15 more
And that is good enough for an Atlanta
That's
first down.
another Falcons.
Why in the
first
heck do you
down.
need 2 or 3 plays when you
First
can get
and
it done
10
in
at the
one effective
42-yard
call
line.
right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, well, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's tackled for a short gain.
To number 9, Christian Watson. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Love. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Packers first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Taken down at the 40.
They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Love out of the shotgun. He's got it complete to Reed. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Love using the legs here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got his man, this is Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making a 9-point advantage. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 16.
On now is McManus to kick this
McManus
away.
to kick off for Green Bay.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return.
Now here come the Falcons on
take
offense.
over first and
This could
10
be the decisive
at their
drive.
own
Down 2
23-yard
scores
line.
late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. We motion the tight end over. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Lobs this deep down the middle. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception! Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Love looking to pass. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
To the air with Love. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Tagovailoa's hit. The ball is out. But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and that sets up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completes this one to Kraft. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action. Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
Good
Packers.
offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the option, it's Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Love with it on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Got to figure out this third down here. Here's Love. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Packers first down. First and goal, Green Bay.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the red zone on first. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
PAT effort coming. He hits true despite issues with that snap. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
I got him, on me.
This is Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
And 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tagovailoa back to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
First down, here's Tua. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Thrown away
and this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again, here's Tua. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down. Well, it was not that long ago, Brock, that linebacker on a running back was a mismatch that you wanted. That is no longer the case as he's comfortably there to tip that away.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because back in the day, those linebackers were 240, 250, sometimes 260 pounds. And it's such a disadvantage in space, but that's not the case anymore. These guys, well, most of them can really run.
That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he's out of bounds a mile from that marker. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Packers all set to get back out there. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jacobs running behind center. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Packers, first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball will go right over their head.
And this hasn't been a common side with him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Packers about set to celebrate this win. So now here's 3rd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed.
At their own 9-yard
The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He's got London left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
To Drake London. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9 from the 9. 2 and out from the gun. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Tagovailoa from his end zone. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out at the 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So out now comes the punter. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. Shoots away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.